Hello, everyone.
Shinya sure talks a lot when he's with you.
RBG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more Monark. In the previous video, we defeated the first ideal of lust, and I don't know, like, the Pactbearer is most likely just the one sister, but I feel like the other sister might be in it on something. Who knows, but we'll see. Like, the reason why the Pactbearer sister is feeling that way has something to do with her twin sister, so let's just see.
He's a mysterious guy, and he's always by himself, so I never knew much about him. Except that his reflexes are a cut above, and that he studies hard, and that he's kind, and that he's popular for his looks. But I feel like he's closed off. It's not that he's a loner, he's just not very approachable. By the way, Shinya told me that Akane is a Pactbearer. It's hard to believe, don't you think? People always call Akane the Odette and Sumire the Odile. Akane is girly and elegant, while Sumire is an irresistible flirt. But Akane's so kind and cheerful, she wouldn't hurt a fly. She's not the type to carry a grudge. I can definitely imagine Sumire making a pact, though. It wouldn't be out of character for her.
Maybe that is the case then.
I wonder what happened to Akane. Maybe I should look into this a little more.
Maybe that is the case.
Kokoro Sarugadai. To think you'd become a Pactbearer.
And you are?
Shinya Yuda. Sora... Dean Jingu and Yugo's adopted son. My last name may be different, but I'm part of the Jingu family.
I see. It's nice to meet you, Shinya.
Oh, same here. It's a pleasure to meet you. Wait, what am I saying? I'm a Jingu. I need to defeat the Pactbearer so we can keep the distortions under control. That means I can't go easy on you, even if everyone calls you a genius. I can't overlook any Pactbearer.
Huh.
When the time comes, I'll shatter your ideals. The safety of the Academy depends on it.
Understood. I invite you to do so.
And no matter how hard you try to stop... Hold on.
Hold on.
What?
What?
Just like that? You really don't care?
My wish is for safety and security. But an authority is neither safe nor secure. I am willing to shatter my ideals to void my pact.
That's... how to put this? I didn't expect you to be so... willing.
Do as you see fit.
Sure.
Incidentally, Shinya, were you to have an elemental affinity, it would be cute. I would even hazard to call you cat-coded. However,
Cute.
it's not that I think it looks bad on you, but why do you wear a collar? Did the Vice President put it on you?
Oh my god.
Huh?
Now wait just a moment! Vice President, we're going to need to hold a hearing about this.
I didn't do jack shit! You mean his choker? I'm not putting collars on people. I don't want to say he's like... You mean his choker?
Oh, she's just talking about his choker. Phew.
What is this choker you speak of? It's a type of necklace. You've never seen one before? I am not very familiar with such forward fashions. I do not watch television or read magazines. I apologize for my rudeness, Shinya. I didn't mean to imply that it doesn't befit you. I simply didn't understand it was an aesthetic choice. You are very adorable, Shinya. The choker necklaces suit you very much.
You're right, Kokoro.
Stop
I'm
calling
willing
me
to let
cute.
this slide if it's Shinya. He can work it.
Yep. Shinya's one of our Academy's top 10 cuties.
Shut up, I'm not cute. You are cute,
Give me a
Shinya.
break.
Everyone was involved in that besides what's his name. I'm saving you for last because you're most likely going to tell me shit about it.
You have the power of resonance. Not to mention, you can control fiends.
Yeah.
It's impressive, I'll admit. But I'm not going to lose to you. My adoptive father, Yugo, taught me martial arts. I'm still not as good as I'd like to be, though. I tend to embarrass myself doing certain moves. I have to apply myself so I can be on Yugo's level someday. That way, I'll have strength to spare, even when the time comes that I have to fight you. Huh? No, I'm not. I need to work harder and get stronger. Enough so that I can live up to both Sora and Yugo's expectations. What am I doing? You're the last person I should be talking to about this. So you're the infamous Ryotaro Date.
Infamous?
Even us middle schoolers know about how much of a completely hopeless problem child you are.
How much a completely hopeless,
I always
utter,
figured that if the
useless
rumors were
problem
true,
child you are.
that made you vermin infesting our academy. But now that I know you're the Pactbearer of gluttony, well, it's even worse than I thought. Hostile takeover is more of a plague than a power. It even sounds like an invasive species. You're no better than a maggot.
Pretty sharp tongue you got there. You're Shinya Yuta, right? The Dean and Mr. Yugo's kid?
Adopted kid would be more accurate.
Adopted or not, you're still their kid, right?
I guess. But that doesn't mean I'm going to just go around parading the fact. I don't have the guts to do something like that to them.
Who's the problem child now?
What?
If I'm a plague of maggots, doesn't that make you a little roach? All you do is talk crap on yourself while you roll around in the gutters.
Are you trying to pick a fight with me?
You're the one who started it.
What's so wrong about calling a maggot a maggot? Self-righteous pact-bearers like you shouldn't even exist in the first place. You know, if you want me to shatter your ideals first, I can.
Bring it on, you little shit stain. It'll just end with you crying home to mommy.
Hey! Come on, guys! No fighting! Don't just stand there and watch! Do something about this!
I'll mediate. I'll get off or I'll tell the dean. Fighting with the middle school is lame. It's like watching an insect fighting match. Insinuate, 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 insinuate.
Fighting?
Fights like those are only held between opponents of the same weight class. Or the same brain mass in this case. If the two of you are insects, I'd say the shoe fits perfectly.
Same brain mass?
Me? And this moron?
Yeah, I'm done with this.
As am I.
Nice one, Vice President. That definitely cut deep. I
Yeah.
guess you might say, you squash them like bugs.
Alright, Vanitas. Yidis Vanitas.
Human desires become the most clear when dealing with somebody whom they hold dear. Today I'll reveal the desires at your roots by questioning you on romantic pursuits.
Alrighty, here we go.
Question 1. Say you are smitten with someone you know. How would you go about telling them so?
Ooh, this is a good one. I kind of want to know someone first before I flat out be like, I like you. Maybe that's why I never had a girlfriend. I never just flat out be like, hey, you want to go out sometime? But let's get to know them.
Question 2. They say that for now, dating's out of the question.
Wait, did I not
How
say
do
it?
you handle your rejected confession?
Give up? Why bother? I go into kind of talk shock. I can't give up its fate. Okay. No, I don't like any of these. Can't there be a fourth option being like, that's fine, let's still get to know each other? Give up? Why bother? It's like, no. Like, this one's just meh. But I hate this one because of that last sentence. It's like, it can't just be like, I can't give up. I want to know. I still want to know this person. Whatever.
Question 3. You eventually find a prospective soulmate. Where should they sit during your dinner date?
In the back where it's roomy. I don't know. Let them decide. Back where it's roomy, I suppose.
Question 4. Your partner has finished their meal before you, but you are still hungry. Now what do you do?
I mean, I'll order more. Well, the way this... It sounds like I still have food on my plate. Why would I order more? I mean, if they're done, like... Okay, I had like a little date, like, weeks ago. And we went out to eat. And she was done before me, but I was still finishing up mine. But I was like, okay, I'm done, like, after a while, because I got full. So I, got a box thing. But we were still talking, of course, because, we went there together. I don't know. I'm done too.
Question 5. You and your partner's beliefs don't align. Are you upset? Or is everything fine?
Well, they say opposites attract. People can believe however they want, but just don't push their ideals onto more people. Don't push, like, your ideals onto other people. You can expand it. I like expand my worldviews on some things. Other things are, and I'm guilty of this too. People are just stubborn. It's like, okay, you can explain to me why you're this way, but I most likely will never change my ideals, so.
Question 6. What would you do if you heard a rumor stating that your partner's parents were against you dating?
It's a rumor.
Question 7. While out at a theme park on a fun little jaunt, your partner points out the ride that they want. It drops down 100 meters or so, but heights petrify you. Do you still go?
Hell yeah. I mean, then again, I like roller coasters, and that's what it seems like. Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. So, I'll do it.
Question 8. When you return from finding a bench for the show, your partner is chatting up someone you don't know. Whoever they are, they look much better than you. What do you think is going on between these two?
Friends.
Question 9.
I know.
Your hunch is correct. Their reunion is sweet. How would you feel if they made plans to meet?
I believe.
Question 10. The clock strikes 9. The moon is bright. You take your partner home for the night. They linger and stare in expectation. What would you do in this situation?
Fa la 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 la. Don't be shy. You got to be prepared. I'm saying the wrong word. Kiss him.
Question 11. You and your partner are in a rough patch. Each argument ends with a shouting match. The stress has been making it hard to sleep. What do you do now that you're in this deep?
It's too painful to even think about. Bundle up and try to sleep. Eat healthy and exercise.
Question 12. Your partner eventually spurns all your texts. What do you think caused these adverse effects?
It's probably because I'm a perv. Can't think of anything. They're sick of me.
Question 13. When you visit your partner, their parents rule that their child must study and find a good school. What would you do if they told you straight that it'd be for the best if you two separate?
Oh God, I don't know which one of these to pick. Yell at them for projecting on their child.
Question 14. Your partner insists that your love's no mistake, but still wants to split for their parents' sake. You hear your partner in tears through the phone. How do you handle this plight you've been thrown?
I don't know what to say. Tell them to follow their heart. Oh boy. I guess this one.
These questions were meant to be geared toward lust, but it seems such desires for you are a bust.
I mean, I have all the things. That was the highest one too. So I need lust to be 100 more, and sloth needs to be out less than 100 more in order for me to get those two
No
crystals
judgment,
I have.
of course. You are who you are. But indulging desires can take you quite far. The world's full of things to enjoy and pursue. Stay true to your wants, as you already do.
Okay. Let's go get healed. And see the cutscene between these guys. I kind of forgot about that. Oh well.
Hey, Vice Prez.
Hey, you.
Oh, you're the Dean's son. Shinba, right?
Shinba?
Yes.
Shinba.
No. Close.
My name's Shinya.
Take a page out of the Vice Prez's book and get a title. Then you won't have to worry about people getting your name wrong. Cut me some slack, Vice Prez. Everyone's got their strengths and flaws.
Dr. Kakeru, understanding the students is part of your job. Anything less is neglectful of your duties as a school doctor.
I'll give you that much. But there are hundreds of people enrolled in this academy. You can't expect me to remember everyone. My memory's pretty bad, after all.
I'm amazed you even managed to get your medical license.
Hey, I know when and where to take things seriously. I take my problems one step at a time. If I do something, I'm gonna do it right.
Remembering names is common courtesy. That's the way you do things right.
Yeah. So? You getting along with Shin? Your new baby bro here, Vice Prez?
Could you not forget my name 2 minutes after you learn it? Or give me patronizing nicknames?
That's good. You gotta take care of your baby bro here, got it? That's what older brothers are for.
I don't think a school doctor who can't remember a single name can lecture anyone about responsibility.
Gotta say, though, seeing you two together really brings me back.
What do you mean?
I got a little brother myself, an actual one. Cute as a button and smart as a whip, thoughtful and considerate too. I could talk for hours about how great.
We'll pass.
You could at least pretend to care. Anyway, you're here for a checkup, right? You are the dean's son, so I guess I'll put some effort in.
Alright, just heal me, please.
You seem kind of pale.
I have so much madness.
You're good to go. Don't push yourself.
How many visits to the doctor have I gone? Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. These ones might be needed to be destroyed. Same with these. Everything else should be fine for now anyway. So yeah, I locked the ones that I'm going to destroy from the new ones because then it's easier to be like, oh yeah, these can be destroyed because, yeah. Alrighty, time to go and get some tests done. You're given a task by a superior who tells you that it must be completed by tomorrow ASAP. Suppose you proceed to make a mistake. How do you feel? Should have planned this better. It's my fault, mine alone. Everyone makes mistakes. By asking how you feel when you fail, you can interpret it the way you reveal stress. Your disinterest in the cause of the problem makes you the type who tends not to dwell on things. Do people sometimes see you as irresponsible, maybe? Still, being able to realize that some things just can't be avoided isn't a bad trait to have. Suppose not. Saying you should have planned things better makes you the type who externalizes their frustrations. Do you have a tendency to shift the blame onto others? You should really consider fixing that if you do. Wrath? Blaming yourself makes you the type who typically doesn't reveal stress at all. You initialize your frustration at the cost of your mental and emotional health. It's easy for people like you to wind up in a depressive state. If you don't properly vent your feelings, that could end up blowing up on you. That sounds like an envy problem. Wait, why can't I fast travel? Okay. And then I'll just go there on my own. Why can't I fast travel? I want psychological tests, damn it! Oh, hey, there's a thing over there. How did I not see that? Miyotagis. Spends out hanging with friends, focusing on sports. After confessing to a basketball captain by the wayward of while, every time she looks at their now canceled dates that she had written on her planner, she instantly bursts into tears. Aw, poor thing. But he sounds like an asshole too, the guy. So, does that mean there's more that popped up? There might be more that popped up now. A cat and mouse meet in a sudden encounter. What do you think happens to the mouse? The cat eats it. The cat toys with the mouse. They play together. The mouse toys with the cat. The cat ignores it. Well, I don't want to play this out. Do I do it? Do I want to do IRL stuff? The cat eats it. Or the cat might toy with it. Cat toys with it. Tests will help you figure out what it is your life needs from here on out. Happiness in life may be an impossibility for you, no matter how hard you try to grasp it. No matter how much money you earn or how talented you are, it's possible no one will ever acknowledge you for it. You're probably better off changing your perspective and living your life for others instead. Mice get eaten. That's an unfortunate fact of life. You'll need to utilize your abilities to the full so you don't end up as a failure. You should probably put some of the most focus on improving your skills. Wrath? You know how to build strong relationships with others and live with them in harmony. You should cultivate your understanding of other people and what they can do, as well as your own abilities. Once you do put them into practice, then it'll surely lead you down a path that the one you've been walking. Greed, maybe lust. Probably a quick-witted person who's good at finding what you're looking for in unconventional ways. By showing off your abilities too much can be off-putting for the people around you. It may be better to do things at a more leisure pace instead of fretting over maximizing your bottom line. Greed, maybe pride. You're good at getting along with harmony with others, but you're probably like an ordinary life overall. It would be good to set some personal goals and walk towards them. Try taking a bit of time to yourself and do some self-reflecting. Sloth. That's what I thought too. It was like that last one's most likely sloth. Alrighty. Since I can't fast travel for one reason or another, which I don't understand. Maybe there's something else, like, I still don't understand why they won't let me fast travel to the other places. But maybe there's like something like outside of the building that's gonna happen. I'm actually kind of curious. Is there... Oh, there's something over there. Awakening. Okay. I already know about the awakenings. I knew it. I was like, there's probably something over here. November. Only a month left till the end of the year. Seems like the last one was only just yesterday, huh? Maybe you heard of John's proposal theory? So I still need to do the Crystal Grounds one to get that. Hopefully it's not too bad of a thing, and hopefully it has good rewards. If it gives a, speaking of which, how much spirit points do I actually have right now? 1,400, okay. That's not really enough to give me any abilities. You're thinking about going on a holiday trip. Where do you decide to go? Tropical island. Somewhere trendy. Somewhere exotic and mystical. Somewhere luxurious and fancy. Somewhere with culture and history. Tropical island? Nah, that's not for me. Trendy? Again, that's not for me. I'm not a trendy type person. Luxurious and fancy? That sounds like that one would 100% be greed. Let's go exotic and mystical. Lust. Sloth, okay. See what your values in life are. Choosing somewhere exotic and mystical indicates that you're the type who seeks introspection. You wish to connect with your inner self, and you're drawn more to the metaphysical instead of the worldly. Okay, if this was supposed to be a result of whatever she said, I thought that would have been what value? I thought luxurious and fancy would have been sloth. Choose a tropical island indicates that you're the type who tries to escape reality. Is it just that you want a mental break from life? Maybe you're worn down by all the chaos and social interaction. It might be a good idea to make a change from time to time. Try taking up a new hobby or sport. Wrath? I don't know. Choosing somewhere trendy indicates that you're focused on the future. You're the kind of person who likes new things, and you're always on top of the latest crazes. On top of that, you may be the type who wants to succeed by their own merits. That's could be greed or pride. That one is the one I picked as sloth. Choosing someone luxurious and fancy makes you the ambitious type. Do you perhaps strive to go on shopping sprees and dine on gourmet cuisines the same way wealthy people do? That one sounds more like greed, so that other one's probably pride. Choosing someone with culture and history makes you the type who sees the merit in tradition. You find yourself drawn to profound, long-standing civilizations, but could it be that you are interested in having social status and prestige yourself? I don't know, man. Some of these are, again, I'm gonna keep saying this every fucking time. I really wish they said which one was which instead of like, God, I'll probably have to like just, well then again, like this game feels so niche. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if people haven't made like a quote-unquote guide for this yet. Because it's February, and God, like what was it? Like Mighty Number 9, when that game came out, and I'll be honest, I still don't think anybody's made a guide for those yet. Ooh, sweet. The first 7 Wonders one. So we have 4 of those left. But anyway, going back to that. Like, because, you know, I did a Let's Play of Mighty Number 9, and I finished that, and then, like, a few months later, I was like, okay, I want to try to get some of these trophies so I can, like, platinum and never have to play this game again. And there's never been guides on, like, on PlayStationTrophies.org or .com, whichever one it is. I think it's .com. They still haven't, like, they haven't updated, like, oh, here's, like, a trophy guide type thing or such. That was the last time I saw it. I don't think I've ever looked at it again, but I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't been updated. And that'll probably be the same with this game, too. It's like, it's such a niche game that I feel like not many people have been playing it or such. One fateful day, a number of problem students suddenly vanished into thin air. Their desks, their chairs, their names from the class roster. Even others' memories of them all is forgotten by all. The names of these lost souls are engraved upon the monument in the Memorial Garden. And is the Memorial Garden the thing over here? Is that the Memorial Garden at the thing there? Oh, hey, there's a crystal there, too. Yeah. Greed has to be 300. Damn. It's actually close. My greed is... Actually, I think now as a result of that, of the test that we did with Vanitas, I think greed is the only one that's not at 300. Let me just check. Yeah, and envy. Greed and envy. Although greed is pretty close to it, so. Envy's actually somewhat close to it, too. Do you say the same stuff that we said? Can you believe this? I mean, people are bursting in flames for crying out loud. I know burning foot. Okay, yep. Nope, yep, I remember. Then I started saying, live and learn, holding on the... Okay, so yeah, there's something happening outside the building. That's why they couldn't teleport. But still, could teleport to all the other places. The fuck?
What's going on?
Dad.
Get out of the way, Mr. Yugo!
You are Miss Takagi, correct? I am afraid I cannot do that.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Sky Fox.
Haruka.
You'll have to discard what's in your hand first.
But I can't! This is the only way I can get his attention! He won't even talk to me anymore! Things have been so crazy. There's no telling what's going to happen. I can't just die without any closure. I want to hear it from you, Haruka. It's the least you could do. You said you loved me. Was it all a lie? You said you weren't good with girls, but that I was different. You gave me a promise ring. You said we'd be together forever. We made plans for Christmas next year. We even talked about what kind of family we wanted. If you weren't lying, then did you stop loving me? Was I just not good enough for you anymore? I can change! Or are you just testing my feelings for you? Like, whether I really love you or not? Did you think I was going to leave you first? I just don't get it. You broke up with me out of nowhere and cut me off completely. Talk to me. Say something.
Ooh, this one's a rough one. This area is a rough one. I'm saying that flat out. This guy's in the wrong if he's a player, you know, playing the field and such.
We just didn't click. That's all.
It's not
See,
you,
love
it's
is
me.
like two halves of a shell. If the feelings don't line up, it won't close right. You were just too into me. Too wholesome for my tastes. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Lovely.
I'm not all that wholesome, really. And if you want me to back off, I will. So, can we get back together?
Sorry, but no. Shells don't change. If things don't click the first time, they never will. Try to force it, and the pearl inside will get crushed into grit. And no one wants that.
What?
I mean, I somewhat get his analogy, but at the same time, he's a piece of shit.
That's why I broke up with you. You'd only get hurt if we stayed together.
Because
So
of
I spared
what
you
I've
the pain.
read of his thing.
That won't happen. I'll make sure of it. Can't we go back to being friends at least?
Ugh, this is exactly why I don't talk to my exes.
So you can't go to school anymore because you're a piece of shit.
Get a clue, will you? Do you have any idea how uncomfortable this is? If you love me, why would you go out of your way to creep me out like this?
I can't just give up on you. I love you.
People need to learn to take hints.
You're obsessed with me, more like. You're just scared of getting dumped. The only one you love here is yourself.
Such a lust for lust.
You hypocrite! You selfish prick! All you do is hurt people and play with their feelings!
Yes, he does. I'm going by his thing.
I get it now. I was so stupid. Falling for a guy like you.
Don't run with a knife! What's that you have? A knife! No!
Thanks for having my back, Mr. Yugo. I'm sorry you had to see that.
It's quite all right. I doubt she intended to hurt you. Perhaps nothing would have changed had I not been here. Even so, I am not the one you should be apologizing to.
Guess that came out of nowhere for you guys, huh?
Yeah. Prick was playing it gently. Ooh. I would flat out, like... This is exactly what I would say, but nah, who was that just now? Not yet, not yet. I have no reason to
my
be
exes.
a piece of shit. I have no... Oh, that's the wrong
It
button.
happens a lot, but yeah. I'm going through the same thing with Akane right now.
I have no reason to be like kind of like a piece. I have no reason to be like, no, you're such a piece of shit yet. Yet is the key word there. The last one with Subaru and them. Oh yeah, hell no. Those guys deserve to demon fucking die. So I was like, fuck you, you're a piece of shit and all that shit. Him, he's not there yet. He's not there yet. Even though I've read his profile and it's like, you know, the whole him playing the field type thing, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, And, you know, the fact that he's God, who knows how many girlfriends he's had. I'm like, Oh, I almost hit the wrong button again.
But hey, I guess anyone would act that way after getting dumped like last week's trash.
Okay, now I wish I picked the
Then
prick
why do
option.
it if you already know?
Why? Because it's what the first person I went out with did to me.
Oh, fuck
Gave me the cold
you.
shoulder. Never contacted me again.
Fuck you. Alright, now I really wish I picked the prick option. Yeah, nope, you're done. Any chance I have to, like, shove shit in your face, I'm gonna put your face flat out into that shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. First of all, like, this was uncalled for. This was uncalled for. You didn't have to go that far, but then you went like, oh, it's because it happened to me. It happened to me. Fuck you, you self-entitled
It made me
prick.
want to do it to someone else. Still
Fuck
does.
you. You're a piece
But
of
as for why I'm
shit.
like this, hell if I know, man. Shit happens.
Fuck you. Get off your high horse, you bastard.
How could you not know? That doesn't make any sense. The way I see it, it sounds like you're just a scumbag.
Yo, you right. But Shinya, there are some things that people can explain. But this one can't be explained. He is a scumbag, like you said.
There's something wrong with Akane. That much is for sure. But if you're the reason she's like this, then your baseball club friends must be rolling in their graves.
Are you saying it's my fault they're dead?
Try asking yourself.
Yeah.
Even scumbags like you can feel some guilt, right?
Hopefully, otherwise you're not human. But then again, fuck you. Piece of shit.
You're the vice president of the TSC, correct?
We met before!
I see you're helping Shinya out.
We met before,
He
dude!
can be a bit distant, but I assure you he's a good lad at heart. I do hope you'll get along.
We met
The
before,
mist
old
in
man.
Block B has dissipated, so I'll be checking over the facility. Shinya, I understand Sora has entrusted you with a task. Don't do anything to endanger yourself, all right?
All right.
The two of us are worried about you, you know.
Thanks. Let's continue our investigation.
Okay.
We can enter Block C from Block B. There should be a ton of mist there.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's a prick. Any chance I get to shove it into that guy's face. Once the entire baseball team is ashes and dust, will it be the cricket club's turn on the pyre next? Baseball is derived from cricket, so moving down the pike... Oh, drat that gobby mouth of mine. Cricket is cricket, and baseball is baseball. They invented two different words for them for a reason. Don't get me wrong, what the baseball club's going through sucks big time, but it's got diddly squat to do with any of us. You are entirely correct, unless she decides to be like Subaru and be like, ah, fuck everyone. Sweary's such a snake, I swear. She cozies up to a guy, and before you know it, she's got him wrapped around her little finger. Doesn't anybody here have any tact? We're trapped in some sort of supernatural slasher flick, and all anyone can talk about is some he said, she said bullshit. Nonsense. Gonna end up with a fat lip. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. Akura's always had crap luck with girls, even all the way back in middle school. His first girlfriend was older than him. She was already in a committed relationship, but he confessed him anyway. After she had her fun, she dumped him. Her real boyfriend beat the snot out of him when he tried to get her back. Yeah, that all sounds like, first of all, like, that girl that did that to him is a piece of shit, but he's a piece of shit too. Haruka's relationship with Sumire is actually lasting pretty long, as far as his track record goes. I wonder if he's actually serious about her. There's a first for everything. Oh, but she's actually gonna end up not being serious about him, I bet ya. Chris Carpenters. Have I even met this person yet? Yes, I have. Oklahoma. Sports and only came to Japan out of the yearning for the world he saw in his favorite slice of life animes. Yep. His eagerness at school and his discuss animes with peers turned into disappointment when he discovered that almost nobody could match his level of passion. Yep. Exactly how I thought. It was like, oh, he's all anime. Member of track and field who started the academy since middle school. Sprinter with a serious commitment to sport. He continues to practice in spite of the anomalies to avoid getting rusty. He often invites Akira Brown to train with him, only to get turned down every time. Why is everyone so horny in this one? What's the last one? So, the rest of the closed members were all burned alive. Does that mean I'm next? You know what they say, what goes around comes around. See, I've heard that Haruka never rejects a single person who confesses to him. One of my friends dated him for a hot second, but he broke it off out of nowhere and started ghosting her. He's so charming otherwise. I can only imagine how I'd feel for him to crumple you up and toss you in the trash. A guy like that is bound to leave a trail of angry exes in his wake. Hikaru's so sweet. Hikaru's so handsome. He's like a prince, a knight in shining armor. That's the kind of crap that girls in my class always say. Me? I couldn't care any less about dating drama. Wish someone would swoop in and save me already. We're doomed to die in this godforsaken academy. I kinda used to be the nicest, sunniest girl around. She had this air about her, like a fairy tale princess. But these days, it's like I don't even recognize her. I like her. I like tall girl, basketball girl. Member of track and field who enrolled in the academy for high school on sports scholarship. One of his partners from America. Being a lightning fast sprinter is part of his identity. But he's starting to wonder if he's going down the right path, and as lately he's been spotted numerous times at the front desk of the library. He's gonna feel anxious about his future once his classmates begin playing about their lives and focusing on their studies. As well, he started visiting the library to broaden his horizon and re-examine his goals, but has yet to find anything that clicks with him. His feelings towards Ryan are as strong as ever, but he whether or not he to as a Alright, what's the hip happenings here now? It's we're gonna run into Sumire again. Well, yes.
Shinya, Vice President.
Sup?
I want to apologize for Haruka. I know he's been a pain.
He's an asshole.
Did he tell you about what happened?
Yep. He's such a loser, isn't he? Where do all his groupies even come from? I just don't get what they see in him.
But aren't you dating
He wouldn't
him?
be in so much trouble if he picked his girls better. Or let them down easier, at least.
Aren't you currently dating him? Doesn't that worry you?
Worry? What? You think he's gonna break up with me the way he did the others? Nah, I'm not too worried about that. I probably should be. But I don't even really like him that much, to be honest.
Yeah, you're going to do
guess
the
that's
exact
what
same
makes
thing
us
his first
work,
girlfriend did. Sure.
You've heard Haruka go on about his shells fitting together or whatever, right? It's so weird. He probably picked it up from some girl. To me, love is more like buttoning clothes. Two halves of a shell will never fit together unless they're a perfect match. But the wrong button can still keep clothing together, even if it does get all wrinkled. After all, you can fall in love with just about anyone as long as you ignore their flaws. People who settle, loveless marriages, friends with benefits, it's all proof. Of course, if one button is mismatched, the rest of the fabric starts to get misaligned too. So even if two people are meant to be, the rest of the mismatched buttons will keep them apart. The fabric rumples further and further, and the wrinkles get worse and worse. The world is full of flawed love, wrinkles, loose threads, and such.
Okay,
Haruka
I'm
and
liking
I are one
yours.
of those couples, a bundle of loose threads waiting to be pulled.
I like
And
your
if they
analogy a
are,
little bit better than his
that's fine
shell
with
one.
me.
Because you're right.
He tries to cover up the scars of his past relationships. I try to cover up my unconventional feelings. Both of us are only using each other to smooth out the wrinkles as best we can.
Well, I guess as long as you realize it, but does he realize
Just
that?
kidding.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I don't get this romance stuff at all. But who's to say if what's conventional is always good, and what's unconventional is always bad? Unconventional doesn't mean unacceptable. It doesn't mean you aren't allowed to be happy.
Huh?
Mismatched buttons apply to more than just romance, you know. My family's not a traditional one, but they saved me all the same. Sometimes it's the unconventional that can bring you more happiness. Using the wrong button isn't necessarily bad. Using the right button isn't necessarily good.
Alright,
Whatever
Junior, you're
your
definitely being
unconventional
okay in my
feelings
book
are,
here.
I'm sure there's no reason to hate yourself for them. Sorry. I didn't mean to talk for so long.
No, I should thank you. You're right. Even if they're unconventional, it doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be happy. But forget about that. Let's be honest here. My relationship with Haruka was never that great. By the way, Shinya,
Huh?
you're pretty cute, you know? Especially when you blush.
Please don't.
Aw, poor Shinya. I like Shinya. Can't understand why all these sports clubs are trying to so hard to recruit me. Is it because I'm tall or big or something? I don't know. I'm trying to give him an accent. I probably shouldn't do that. I'm glad I made it out of the mist alive, but my body feels kind of sore for some reason. Yeah, your ass got handed to you and deserves to get handed to you. Are you okay? I'm glad I got out of the mist safely and all, but it feels like Tsutomu is still creepy on me. Just doesn't get that I hate the way he chases after me no matter how many times I tell him. Maybe the problem is that I'm too nice about it. I give up. I'm just gonna ask my teachers and friends for help. There you go. That's in the right direction. Oh. My guess is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay, yeah. The next 9 numbers is actually going to be a number for a training ground there. That's my guess. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to find them here, or if you're just supposed to look it up on your own. But that number is probably for a training grounds or a fertile grounds type thing. to log into some people's computer. I'm a computer. Why, Haruka? Why would you do this to me? I went to the same elementary school as the Tono sisters. They don't get along now, but it wasn't always like that. In fact, they were always together, like to the point where it kind of stood out. I wonder what happened between them. Boys. Boys is usually the cause of everyone's problems. Even boys. Because we're the cause of our own problems.